I want to ask you about Sunday. Kind of a tough day. The Jags shocked the Bills 9-6. I'm kind of curious, like anything can happen on any given Sunday. I get that. How you living, and how did you personally go about processing that loss?
Yeah, I definitely had to take some time back just to, really evaluate the process, evaluate the week and how it went. I try not to get too down on it because we do live in a league of any given Sunday. As we watched across the league, it wasn't just us. A lot of teams got shocked. I feel like just in farming your own land way, we really had to look back at the process, especially just me. I always kind of, look at myself and look at things I could have done better and things that I could do better just to help my team out and put them in the best position to win. So for me, just kind of taking that step back and looking at it from another lens and just saying, okay, maybe we should do this or maybe we should approach things this way. Just solely talking about myself. And I just kind of continue to be that positive energy and that positive force for my team as far as I feel like I consider myself not only a captain, but really a guy that leads his team the best way he can. So I just got to continue to try to push and continue to, grind it each and every day and be the example.
Stefon Diggs joining us. That point that you just made about I have to remain a positive force in that locker room, and that's one of the things I'm here to do. I thought it was interesting. You took to Twitter and you said, quote, LOL, don't at me anything negative. All positivity here. So my question for you, as somebody on Twitter, I know how this goes. Yeah. Did they do as they were told, or did they do what they do and thumb out whatever the hell they wanted?
As we know, Twitter is a place of freedom. So they kind of do whatever they want to. But it was more geared to, I guess I don't really know what's going on with my last team, but I keep getting a lot of tidbits of things that were going good or not going good over there. So I'm like, damn, just leave me out of it. I have nothing to do with it. And, people kind of, I don't know, I think people were trying to say that I was right or say, I was like, listen, I have nothing to do with that. It's just, leave me out. I'm over here trying to worry about what we got going on over here. So it's like, yeah, my point of emphasis was just leave me out of it. Like, I don't got no say so. I don't have anything to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to keep it all positive. I'm big on positivity. So I try to keep everything positive and I wish them well.
That's really interesting you said that. I'm glad that you said that like that because, for instance, when you win as a team and you lose as a team, whatever it is, right? It's always as a team. And you had some numbers this past weekend. You had 6 passes that you caught for 85 yards, but you tweeted, quote, bleep, don't be having nothing to do with me, and my name is still getting brought up. That's interesting. Like that had nothing to do with your current team. You're talking about your former team and what people were dragging you into, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, I was confused. I'm like, damn, like, well, how am I even still being mentioned in the situation? I haven't been there in 2 years, and I'm just like, damn, like, I'm always a positive guy, and I kind of let things roll on my back. But I'm like, damn, like, where does this even come from? They're not even talking about the loss. Like, I'm even more mad about the loss, and I'm hearing about some stuff that they got going on. I'm like, this damn.
That's wild. Stefon Diggs joining us. It's really interesting. Like you're like, hey man, I turned the page already. Y'all need to do the same thing, right?
I'm trying to. I don't know what's going on over there, but I hope for the best for him.
I want to ask you one more thing. Like you posted something on Instagram that I thought was really interesting. You wrote, I wish that keeping it real was contagious. Like my question for you, like, why isn't it? Is it just a matter of either you are or you aren't? Like you can't catch it, you can't share it. Either you are or you aren't?
Actually, it's lyrics from the song Young Thug had just dropped. It was Contagious. It's a song, so those aren't really my words, but it was definitely applicable to my photo. But as far as like people keeping it real, this is the world we live in. I don't think the real world is any type of real. I just think it's just a world that we live in, and we got to take it for what it is.
Oh, I like that too. So let me flip that on its head really quickly, man. Like if that's the way it is being fake contagious?
Yeah, I guess actually we live in a world that's, you get by being fake, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Being real, you actually might be a little bit faced under a little bit more scrutiny. So I just try to play the backside, stay out the way of everything that takes place and just kind of play the wall.
I like that, dude. Man, you just play the wall and just keep it positive. Stefon Diggs is joining us. Let me ask you, I love your team. I love your team, and I love the culture of this team. I love the defense, too. Let me ask you this, because I've talked to so many guys on the defensive side of the ball. You've got pros over there, especially in the secondary, with the likes of Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, Tre'Davious White. What's it like to go up against those guys in practice on the daily? And do y'all make each other better? Is that a classic case of iron sharpening iron?
Yeah, it's like it's kind of built into what's going on here. I guess like just as far as like with our head coach has us do one-on-ones on Wednesdays and Thursday, and he probably would do Friday if he could, but I think that just breeds a level of competition each and every day of, regardless of how you feel, you need to go compete at a high level. And only way that you can compete at a high level is going one-on-one matchups. And you can see Jordan Poyer or Micah Hyde, they'll even come out there and check me a couple of times on one-on-ones just to get better. And you can see that each and every day. Like we're not a team of complacency. We're not a team that, we're never satisfied. So I feel like having those veteran guys definitely puts us at a good spot team wise, just as far as like approaching each and every day. And I kind of like make sure I try to be that same example, just more on the offensive side of the ball. We always more on the motivating and trying to get better, like a humble approach.
Stephon, you damn don't take no bleep anywhere. That's why I like talking to you, man. It's good to have you. So let me ask you, some guys are like bright lights, big city. Buffalo's not necessarily that, but Buffalo is such a great town, though, dude, right? It's a great, like every Bill that I've ever spoken to loves it. I'm really curious, from your standpoint, you've got a tremendous football town. You've got a crazy, rabid fan base. You put up insane numbers last year. What's it like for you to live and work in that town and play for the Bills?
It's awesome. Everybody's Bills fan. So it's more like I never had it in college, but I can imagine how colleges are like when it's a football town and it's all about football. So, I love it. I feel like it's something that, guys kind of always will have, like guys who played here previously who say the best fan base is Buffalo, because it is. You know what I'm saying? They really love their players, and they really give it everything they got, good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw. Buffalo Bills fans are, one, loyal, and two, they don't take no bleep either. So I love them.
They don't. I'm going to ask you about Snickers as soon as I ask you about Lil Bro. I just want to ask you this, because Dallas is coming off a rough day. They lost to Denver, but your brother Trayvon is having an enormous season with the Cowboys. I think folks sleep on this. Like, I am personally blown away that not only are you both in the league, but that you both made it and are playing at such a high level. What's it like for you to watch Little Bro doing his thing in Dallas and making a name for himself?
I really wish more people could experience something like this. I don't really even think I really feel it to its totality like my mom probably does. But for me, I just feel like I feel more proud than anything, and I feel like in a space of euphoria of just like God's amazing. Like, things like this don't happen by chance, and just to see my brother playing at an extremely high level is something that you believe in. You believe in your siblings anyways. Like, if my brother told me he wanted to be an astronaut, I would have been behind him 100%. The fact that he wants to play the same sport that I wanted to play, he wanted to play at a high level, and he wanted to have success, and he worked for it. It's something that you kind of see a maturation process, not really happened overnight. It took time for him, and to see him having so much success, I always knew he had it in him. And it's like, to yourself, you can say like, I always knew you had it in you. But for me, I just always want to push it forward. So to see him having success, you can ask my teammates. Only one day of the week I'll say, how about them Cowboys? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's go Bills, go.